Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys all doing? Today's video is going to be my favorite drugstore foundations. I do have drugstore, and I also have two other foundations that are very super affordable. So that's going to be in today's video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not already before you end this video. So if you guys like this video and are interested, then just keep on watching. Okay, so starting off with one of my top favorites, and the first one, these are all going to be my favorites, let's get real, but my first one I want to talk about is the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream Foundation. So this, for being a CC cream, you would think that this is going to be very light in coverage, but it's quite the opposite. This is pretty high coverage. It's very medium to buildable coverage, but I want to say that it almost starts as full coverage. You will see here me applying it on the face. So what I love about this is that it has SPF 30. It also has collagen peptides and a bunch of great skincare ingredients. So this is one of my favorites if I'm going for a very full coverage glam look, but I'm going to be in the sun. If I don't really want to make the extra effort to applying SPF, this is great because you don't really have to think about it. So I do recommend this one. This is really great, affordable, and it's just amazing. And I would say this is actually maybe like a satin finish. It does not go completely matte dry, and it's not dewy whatsoever. So really great if you're into that whole satin finish. So great option right there. Going into my next foundation recommendation is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This lasts up to 24 hours. It's mattifying, water, sweat proof, and it's second skin effect. So what I love about this is that yes, it is second skin effect. It actually has like a really nice liquidy consistency. So I like that it's really easy to blend and you don't have to apply much. I actually have to be careful of not over applying. What I like about this is that even though it says it's mattifying, I don't find it being mattifying to the point where you're like, whoa, like I need like some hydration back in the skin. I don't feel like I need to necessarily prime my skin with a hydrating primer, which is to say a lot because since I'm a very dry skin type, usually I'd like to go in with a hydration primer base before going with my foundation. And I don't find that this is sucking the life out of me when I'm wearing this over, you know, 4 or 6 hours. I mean, lately, let's be honest, I don't really wear makeup that for like an extended period of time, but I have worn this about 4 to 6 hours, I would say, not even 6 to 8. I would say 4 to 6 hours solid. And I don't find that my skin, like I said, is like being sucked dry. So I do like this one for that, again, that very nice full, medium to full buildable coverage. And it's nice because you don't have to worry about it going anywhere. It's really nice. Oh, and I also wanted to mention before I get into my next foundation is that this foundation, the Catrice, is actually what I'm wearing on today's skin, which I like because, again, it's not mattifying. So going back to the whole like it not looking cakey, it doesn't crepe up. My skin, even right now as I look at it in the mirror, it does not look like I'm wearing a mattifying or a matte foundation, if that makes sense. I feel like my skin still looks a pretty satin and pretty luminous considering that it says matte. So again, I don't feel like it has very much tackiness at all, but it does settle really fine and nicely on the skin, and it does not look crepey and cakey. So just wanted to point that out. Next one I have here is the Revlon Color Stay 24 Hour, and I have the normal to dry skin because, again, I have dry skin. So this one is the one that I only have tried. I can't speak for the oily to normal to oily skin formulation. I can't really speak on behalf of that one because this is the only one I've actually tried. This one has like close to heart because this is actually, fun fact, my first foundation that I tried growing up when I couldn't afford, you know, the high-end Sephora foundations. This is one that I first tried and I fell in love with. And the reason for this is, again, it really evened out my complexion. It really evened out my complexion, and I remember it not looking like I had pound cake face. So back then, it's not like before, it's not like now. Before the drugstore foundations, things at the drugstore were not good. So it's not like now, but there's, like I said, there's gems now to pick from. There's things to pick from. But this one's really good for, going back to the point, this is really good for really covering the skin. It's pretty, I would say it's pretty medium. You can make it also, again, full coverage, but it's pretty medium. And I like it because this one actually, again, does not make your skin look crepey and dry. Being a dry skin type, I really look forward my nose, especially my nose, not getting crumbly. I don't like it breaking. I don't find it like it cracks. None of that kind of stuff. This is actually another one. The only thing I would compare, like if you were to ask me this one, between this one and this one, would I choose? I do like this one because of, I guess, I like pumps, which I think most of these have pumps except this one. I like the droplet. I like how much of a thinner formula it is to work with on a sponge or a brush. And I like the finish just a tad bit more on the Catrice HD Coverage Foundation. I like I said, my skin like today is looking pretty nice and luminous considering that it's full coverage and mattifying. It does not feel tacky on the skin. This one doesn't feel tacky on the skin at all either, but it's just a little bit more like more mattifying. So if you're into that whole more like mattifying look, this guy is for you. Okay, like I mentioned in my intro, I have those guys that you can find at the drugstore, like Ulta, Target, Walmart, right? Well, actually the Catrice one is at Ulta, but those are drugstore. I wanted to touch on two foundations that are, well, I want to touch on two foundations that are like my favorite brands. That is Morphe and ColourPop. Next one I have here for you that I demoed as well is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. So another one that's really good because this one gives a little bit more of a like flexibility if you want to go more like sheer, if you want to go a little bit more fuller coverage. This one gives you that kind of, it's flexible to play with. And I like that it has hyaluronic acid. It gives hydration for the skin. It basically just balances up the skin throughout the day with hydration. And I like that it's pretty medium coverage again, but you can sheer it out, which is really, really nice. Hence the name Pretty Fresh. Therefore, I do like to use this one when I'm trying to go like a very pretty soft makeup day, but I don't want to go full coverage, if that makes sense. So this is one I do reach for time and time again. Highly recommend. Okay, last but not least, we have Morphe. So I know Morphe always gets a lot of heat, but whether you like it or not, Morphe has really, really great products. Morphe is one brand that I have like really fallen in love with even in the early years of Morphe. So this is the Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. This is medium to full coverage, and I agree with that. It's very medium to full coverage. This gives you that full like glam, full beat face really quickly. You don't need much product. This one's great because again, this has a pump. Like I said, the only one that does not have a pump is the Catrice, but really nice packaging. This one, it almost is comparable to like if Fenty Eavesdrop Skin Tint had a sister because of its blurring effect. It would be this guy in a foundation form. Like it's really nice and full coverage, but it gives you that very like nice, like blurred skin. So if you really like a nice glam, like full coverage face all the time, this one is a really nice option and it's really, really affordable. I do like this one a lot. So just wanted to mention that that's sold at Morphe, but I think Ulta's carrying it now, if I'm not mistaken. So I just wanted to mention that because that's also a really good affordable foundation. So I know that foundations are really, really expensive. They can be $28, $30 to even like the $40 range. And if you're getting extra bougie, then of course they can range way above the $40, $50 mark. But I did want to mention some great options because these are actually some of my favorites and some that I have been using over the course of years. They're not actually new to me. I've been using these for quite some time. The only one I would say that's newer, because it's like, what, 8 months old now, or a couple months old, is the Soft Focus Morphe foundation. But other than that, these have been, oh, and this one, of course, that came out like a year, 2 years ago, I don't know. But really great options here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like this video so I know that you guys like these types of videos for doing drugstore related favorite videos. And please don't forget to also comment down below what you guys would like to see from me next, because it really gives me a clear vision of what to kind of prepare and what to kind of schedule out for my future videos. So I would really appreciate to see what you guys would like to see from me. It would really help me out. Thank you guys so much for being here, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you.